All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
What ready? 55. Hey, eat. Get him. Under 10. 10. Shift. Check 50. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They go play action. It's McNabb. This one caught by Ridley. A very solid gain of 27. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The throw over the middle taken in. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. McNabb to throw. He completes it to Evans. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now McNabb. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, it's McNabb. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it's caught off the deflection. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time. McNabb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's coming. We got double up. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But
this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Out.
On second down, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, here's Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
A 2-yard gain.
That's me.
Fourth down.
Watch the shoot. Kill. Check. Delta. Rotate. Watch that. Check. Switch.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Ready. 50 seconds left.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 21 yards away. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Sanders. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Colts' 24-yard line.
2nd and 11. He'll get it in the hands of Clark. Complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's got an open man, Clark. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check 99. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
A play fake. Now McNabb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". We own them. We own them. Hey, Haywood. Fight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's McNabb, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, McNabb, and he gets this one to Ridley, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's McNabb. That's caught by Howard. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout. Call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Right back to Sanders on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's a second down run with Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And off the crossbar, no good. Sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
On first down, Harris. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken about the 12. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. Another run here with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Ready? Let's get it.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Shockey. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They complete it to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This fielded at the 2.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now Haskins on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check. Crouch, crouch, crouch.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. It's caught by Coleman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Giroux. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told us, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check, 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 check. No, no, no. Off. Slam, slam. Boom.
4th down, here's Haskins. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Running right, here's Sanders. Well, that 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He is going to find Hill here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. AP Gators. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Haskins to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And oh, look at the catch by Clark. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Scampering home. From 19 yards out, and the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is now 24. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll run. Here's Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down.
Under 10. Let's go.
One final shot for Haskins, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.